X-Men Origins Wolverine. Let's get into it. X-Men Origins Wolverine is from 2009. It lasts 1 hour 42 minutes. It stars Hugh Jackman as Jimmy Logan / Wolverine / Liev Schreiber as his half-brother Victor, aka Sabretooth. Even though they don't say that in the movie. And features Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. This is not the Deadpool you recognised either way. Not yet. So the movie opens on a very sickly kid lying in bed. This is young James Logan. It's 1845. 7:15? Yeah, no. The year 1845. And he's speaking with his neighbour, another young boy. And this is Victor. Yeah, and Victor's father comes in and he's shouting and he's drunk. And he kills Jenny's dad. And it turns out he's actually Jenny's dad, but Jenny doesn't know this. And Jenny gets angry and grows little tiny claws from his knuckles. Yeah, these little bones come out of his fingers.
How cute!
He stabs the guy that just shot his father.
That's not cute.
And then he finds out, actually, he was your father. Yet, what has that loon been up to? Victor and Jimmy decide to run away together. And then we get a little opening montage of them through the years. And they're adults. And they fight through the American Civil War. They fight through the World War. The First World War. The Second World War. Vietnam. Yeah. And they don't age a day. They're since they're kids. Yeah. They seem to reach somewhere between 30 and 40 and then stop aging. Convenient. Yeah. In this montage we see Victor as a bit of a mean streak. Yeah, he's going to do things to a lady. And he just enjoys killing other guys. He's not right in the head. This little intro sequence ends with Victor and Jimmy in front of a firing squad. The firing squad fire and then nothing happens. We cut to them inside a cell and they're introduced to General William Stryker. Yeah, and Stryker says, listen, come and work for me. Don't worry about this stuff. I know who you are and I know what you are. I'll take care of you guys.
Sure I will.
So they sign up with William Stryker. And it turns out he wants them to join his special task force. So we cut to inside a plane where we see the task force. Yeah, and it's these two brothers. It's a big strong guy called Fred Dukes. It's a guy with swords, that's Ryan Reynolds. Yeah, his name's Wade. Yeah, but later he'll be someone else. He'll be Deadpool. Yeah. Some little geek that can control light bulbs. That's Bradley. He controls electrical things with his mind. Yeah, useless. No. And finally, Will.I.Am. So they've all got their own powers. We get to see the powers as this next sequence plays out. They're going into the office of some African... It looks like he's a crime lord or something. Yeah, they kill all the guards. Wade has like incredible skill with his swords. And he's like so athletic and he's just great. But as Stryker said, if it wasn't for your mouth, Wade, you would be the perfect soldier. Bear that in mind, if it wasn't for your mouth. Bradley uses his mind control to take the elevator up to the top floor.
Just press the damn button, nerd.
Fred is so strong that he can punch into the barrel of a tank and reverse the explosion. Boom! Oh, you forgot someone? I did forget someone. Zero is an expert marksman. Yeah, he's pretty athletic as well. Yeah, he never misses. And yeah, he's pretty cool as well. Yeah. And the brothers, we know what the brothers can do. Victor, we know what James can do. Jimmy is Wolverine, so he's got his healing factor. He's got bone claws that come out from between his knuckles. His brother Victor has long fingernails.
The fingernails of a bag lady.
Yeah, I think he's also got regenerative powers. Niacin, yeah. This is a pretty cool sequence introducing everyone's powers. They find the warlord, or whatever he is. He says, please don't hurt me, you can take all my gold. Stryker says, we're not here for the gold, I want this. And he picks up what looks like a rock. Yeah, it's a fragment of meteorite, and it turns out it's adamantium. Don't drink, don't smoke, what do you do? Adamantium. So they get what they came for, but the team are still going to execute any civilians around. Logan says, I don't want any part of this, so he walks off and leaves them to it. Yeah, and apparently that is enough to disband the crew. Because 6 years later, we see him living in a mountain. Not in a mountain, he's living on a mountain in a log cabin It's the California Rockies, and he's working as a lumberjack, and he's with a woman, yeah, and her name is Kayla Silverfox. Yeah, Silverfox. In a world of stupid names, Silverfox is up there. Around about the same time we see Bradley, he's working at a little fairground. Naked Tito try to switch off a bulb that he controls it with his mind.
Pointless.
I mean, I don't know why superheroes. Tito with such towers do nothing. Like, look at Peter Parker. He's always skint. He has always skint. He's a superhero, he should be making millions. I would be. Legally, but I still would be. Sure. When Bradley's finished his shift at the fun fair, he heads back to his little caravan and uses himself as like a train set or something.
What a loser.
Anyway, Victor turns up and kills him. Yep. And then that makes Stryker turn up to where Logan is. And Logan is like, what you doing here, Stryker? And why Zero with you? Zero still works for Stryker, he's his right hand man. Yeah, and Stryker says, it looks like someone has killed Bradley, and before that someone has killed Wade, which he doesn't see. No, we don't. We just have to take Stryker's word for that. Later that night, Kayla and Logan are alone in their cabin, and Kayla tells Logan a story about spirits who fell in love, and one was betrayed, and one was known as the Wolverine.
Cool story.
Wait, what are you wearing? Oh, my Wolverine t-shirt. Very nice. Well, that's a junter. You know what I mean. Do you want to see what's under it? No, you're alright. No, I've got a t-shirt on under it. Ah, right, okay. Haha, Deadpool. Very good. Very clever, Nate. Next day, Logan's at work, and he's chopping trees, and then he smells something. And he smells Victor. He runs down through the forest and he finds Kayla lying dead. Victor has killed her.
He's a great brother.
Logan tracks him down. Yeah, it takes all day. What do you mean it takes all day? It's night now. Oh yeah, actually it is night. So he tracks down Victor in this bar. They have a big fight, smash the place up, smash each other up. Victor eventually wins. He steps on Logan's claws and snaps him. That was easy. And then Logan wakes up in the hospital. Yeah, and the doctor's like, is this a joke? This man is fine. But in the hospital, Stryker is there waiting for him. So Stryker says, your brother is becoming a problem. It's him that's going around killing all the other mutants. We can help each other, Logan. I'll give you the tools you need to beat him. So it's off to a secret facility. Yes, behind a waterfall. And they take Jenny Logan inside a big tank of water and attach all these tights to him. Yeah, they're going to take the adamantium, which they melted down, and coat his bones with it. Yeah, that sounds agony.
You'll suffer more pain than any other man can endure.
Enjoy. But adamantium is actually indestructible. Yeah. While this process is going on, Stryker tells another army commander that he's actually making him into Weapon X. He wants to use him for his own villainy, I guess. Yet, typical bureaucrat. Before the process as well, Stryker also offers Jimmy his old dog tags back that say J. Logan, but Logan says, actually I want new ones. I want them to say Wolverine.
Wolverine.
Yeah, and no, and that's an I. Instead of saying, that's insane. So the procedure is a nightmare for Logan, but he survives it, he endures it, his heart stops and then it comes back. And he is just lying there, the process is finished. But he hears Stryker say to one of the lab technicians, wipe his memory. Yes, like he's mental. And he jumps out the tank, naked. And he looks like me without Natal on. Okay. And he runs out the facility and slashes his way through the steel doors and jumps down the waterfall with his daughter out. Yeah.
Nice foot.
He makes a run for it, he runs across farmland and scarpers and hides in someone's barn. Just as the owners of the barn are returning home.
I think there's a naked man in the barn.
They go and speak to him. They offer him some clothes because their son is a hulking brute, apparently, just like Logan. And they feed him, they let him get cleaned up, and they get killed for their troubles. Zero shits them both, and then Logan steals the Notterdike. So it's a big chase. Zero jumps into a helicopter. There are jeeps and helicopters and all this chasing Logan on his motorbike. It's like the old Captain America. Yeah, except good. Yeah. Eventually, Logan takes out all the vehicles except the helicopter. He jumps up to the helicopter because his little blades now are not just bones. Adamantium coated blade. Adamantium coated weapons. Yeah, and he jumps up and slices the rotor blade of the helicopter. It crashes to the ground. Zero is trapped in the wreckage, and he starts shooting from where he is at Logan, who's now Wolverine, I guess. We'll call him Wolverine from now on. Yeah, he starts shooting at Wolverine, but it doesn't matter because he's indestructible, and he heals instantly, and his bones are indestructible now. Nice work, lads. Wolverine sees that there's a trail of fuel from the helicopter, and he uses his new blades to create a spark and ignite the fuel, leaving Zero and anyone else around to be blown up. Goodbye. Later we see Wolverine speaking to his old friend John. Well, I am. All that junk inside that trunk. Yeah, and he's saying, I need to find out where Stryker is. I need to take him down. John says, well, maybe Jukes knows. So they go to see Jukes, and he's put on like £500 or something. Yes, it's very funny that he's a big guy now. Well, the first thing Wolverine says is, hi, Fat. I mean Fred.
Hey, Fat. Fred.
Jukes says, what do you want, Logan? And Wolverine says, listen, I'm looking for help, bub. Bub. Yeah, Jukes thinks he says, blood.
You just call me Blob?
Why he would say blob, I don't know. But John stops them from killing each other. He says, we'll settle this like men. Because Jukes is in a boxing ring, by the way. He's doing some boxing training for some reason. Yeah. So Wolverine puts on some gloves and they duke it out. Duke it out, get it? Because his name's Jukes. Right, okay.
Gotcha. Like put up your dukes, right?
Eventually Wolverine wins. Yeah, because he cheats. He uses his claws and he's going to stab Jukes. Yeah, that's true. What a hero. Well, he gets the information anyway. He finds out Jukes knows of this young man called Remy LeBeau. Yeah, Gambit. And he's in this casino in New Orleans. Or he's from New Orleans. I don't know if he's in New Orleans. I don't know. But they're going to find Gambit anyway, and he's doing cool card tricks. And he's using his mutant abilities, which are playing cards, I guess.
Useless.
But he lets Wolverine sit down and have a chat with him. Yeah, but then he sees the Wolverine's dog tags and he's like, wait a minute, you're gonna then? And they start to fight. Yeah, he starts using his cards and he's got a big stick, a big cane, and he's got these like laser beam powers, I guess. Something like that. It's a bit back and forth. Obviously Wolverine's going to win. But yeah, and here's John. Yeah, John could be helping, but John's actually watching the back door in case Victor turns up. Which he does, and instantly kills John, just grabs his stein when he's trying to teleport. It's disgusting. I got a feeling, ooh, where is the love, where is your stein? So Wolverine and Gambit make it out onto the street, and then they see Victor. Wolverine fights Victor, Gambit fights Wolverine, Victor runs off for some reason. Yeah, I don't know why either, it's weird. Anyway, Gambit tells Wolverine everything happens on 3 Mile Island. It's this secret facility. I'll take you there in my little helicopter. Yeah, so off they go.
We're going on a journey together.
So they fly over the island. Wolverine jumps out. He enters the facility and he finds Stryker hard at work with a little team of technicians. Yeah, and Stryker said, and instead of just killing Stryker instantly, he lets Stryker tell him the big story. And Stryker says, listen, I've been taking all the mutants' towers because I'm creating a mutant killer, the Deadpool. So who is this mysterious Deadpool? Ryan Reynolds? No, yeah, I know that bit. So eventually Wolverine's like, very good, very interesting, now I'm going to kill you. But then Kayla Silverbeard, or whatever she's called, Silver Fox, yeah, Kayla appears, she's not dead.
Surprise!
It turns out she was forced to do everything. She was forced to live with Wolverine for however many years, because Stryker has her sister who is like got these powers. Yeah, she becomes diamonds. Yeah. What a world this movie's set in. Wolverine decides, I'm just going to leave. I won't bother killing anyone. And he just walks off. Yeah, but then Victor comes in and he starts to strangle Kayla. And then Wolverine reappears. And he's got his top off. Yeah, he's just wearing a vest now for some reason. He comes in and shouts Victor. And they have another bit of a battle. Yet, this time Wolverine wins and he's about to kill Victor. Yeah, and then Kayla says, no, don't kill him. What are you talking about? Kill him! Instead, Victor runs off again, and Wolverine helps Kayla free her sister and all the other prisoners. Yeah, all these teenagers, mostly teenagers who are like captured because Stryker's trying to take all their towers to make the Deadpool. Yeah. But they're freeing the prisoners. Meanwhile, Stryker says to his technicians, unleash the Deadpool. Yeah, and they say he's not quite ready. He says, just do it. So just as Wolverine and Kayla and the kids are all escaping, their exit is blocked by Deadpool. Yeah, he looks so weird. He's like a dull guy with no knife, and he's got swords growing from his hands. It's a weird design for Deadpool. I guess it's just a prototype. I guess it's just rubbish. So Wolverine says, I see Stryker was eventually able to get you to shut up. And they have a bit of a fight in a big empty room. And then the kids and Kayla run off another direction to make their escape. They manage to make it to the outside. Kayla says, actually, I'll just stay. I don't know why either, but she decides to stay. It's a mistake.
You're going to die.
And next thing you know, Wolverine and Deadpool are fighting on top of a nuclear smokestack. Yeah, how did they get there? I don't know, but they're up there and they're fighting. They both get knocked off, they both pick themselves back up, there's a bit of back and forth. But at one point Wolverine falls, it looks like he's worried, but then Victor appears. Yeah, Victor appears, kicks Deadpool out the way and grabs Wolverine and says, nobody kills you except me. And then they team up to fight Deadpool. Yeah. But if Wolverine had fallen, he'd be fine. He's just 10 minutes ago jumped out of a helicopter about 5 times the height of this. That's snazzy. Yeah. Anyway, Victor and Wolverine go back to fight Deadpool, because Deadpool can teleport because he's got powers of pretty much every mutant. Yeah, except the flying ones. Yeah, good point. And except the invisible ones. Yeah, right enough. And except the ones that can talk. Well, the movie was turned into a game on PlayStation 3. Oh, is it good? It was great. It was really violent, really quite gory. It was a lot of fun. But this last level, it was just like this last battle in the movie. Is this the last bit? Yeah. Spoiler. No, you've seen. But it was so difficult in the game. I eventually got it, but it took me a long time. You're a loser. I'm not. Anyway, teaming up, the brothers managed to beat Deadpool. Yeah, Wolverine just cuts his head off. Yeah, he does, cuts his head off, kicks him down inside the smokestack, and his body falls and his head falls separately, and his head is firing a laser beam all the way down from the eyes. Yeah, and it rings down the smokestack. So it crumbles, Wolverine and Victor go to the ground, and then once again, for the third time in about half an hour, Victor just leaves again. Yeah, cheerio, bye.
See ya.
So Stryker is trying to prepare for Wolverine because he knows he'll be coming for him. So Stryker gets a gun with adamantium bullets. One of his technicians say that won't kill him. Yeah, but he says it's okay. It'll pierce his adamantium skull, it'll pierce his brain, and he might heal that his memories will never come back. While this is all going on, we see the kids rushing across the open ground. Gambit appears. He says, I don't know why he's come back, but he says, listen everyone, get in my helicopter. Yeah, but then they go off to another helicopter because some Dolby weirdo tells them to. We see Professor X. Who? Charles Xavier. Who is that? You'll see in other films. He's communicating telepathically with one of the teenage mutants, and he says, come with me, don't go with that guy. I have candy. No. Do you want to see some tutties? No, he's not saying. He takes him in a much fancier helicopter. So, fair enough. Kayla is on the ground dying for some reason. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know either. But Wolverine sees her, he picks her up, starts to walk off with her, and then Stryker shoots him in the back with an adamantium bullet. Yeah, he falls to the ground, she falls to the ground, and then Stryker comes up and shoots Wolverine loads of times in the head. Yeah. His body regenerates, but when he gets back to his feet, he has forgotten everything. He's got no idea where he is or even who he is. Uh-oh. Now Stryker turns the gun to Kayla, but Kayla, we didn't mention Kayla's power by the way, but Kayla's power is if she touches you, she can influence you. Yeah. So she influences him to turn the gun on himself, but then she's like, nah, I won't kill you. And she says to him, you're going to walk until your feet bleed, and then you're going to keep walking. That's what he does. He drops the gun and he just walks. Just walks and walks and walks. Although this is an island. Yeah, I guess he'll just do circles or walk into the sea. I don't know. Anyway, he just starts walking. Kayla dies. Wolverine is walking around confused. He meets Gambit and he's like, who are you? Gambit says, I'm your friend, come on, I'll help you. He figures out what's going on. He says, I didn't take the kids. Some incredibly smooth-skinned gentleman took them. We need to get out of here. So Wolverine says, okay, let's go. But then he sees Kayla's body, and Gambit says, did you know her? Wolverine says, nah. And then he says, actually, I'll make my own way home. Yeah, I don't know how. Take the lift in the helicopter, Nate. Yeah. So Gambit just leaves, flies off to safety, and Wolverine just starts walking and walking and walking. And that's the end. We do get a little stinger scene. We get two. Oh, that's right. During the end credits, we see an army jeep approaching General Stryker, who has been walking and walking and walking. Yeah, and they're like, General Stryker, you're under arrest. I don't know how they found him. Yeah, I don't either. And then after the end credits, we see a pile of rubble back at 3 Mile Island. Yeah, and they see a hand come out. It's Deadpool's hand. And he reaches out and he finds his own head. And his own head now can speak because it says, and that's X-Men Origins Wolverine. What do you think? It's okay. It's pretty good. Lots of action. I've heard people don't like this. I don't know why. Yeah, I quite like it. I've got a soft spot for it. I saw this on my birthday. Really? A big birthday. But I really enjoy this movie. And I think it gets a lot of flack. And I think the unfinished scenes that were leaked don't help because that put people off and people thought this is the actual movie. They didn't realise the special effects weren't finished. Although, look at them. Look at them. How can you not know? Yeah, exactly. Anyway, it's worth a watch. Looking forward to Deadpool and Wolverine. Yeah, me too. Until then, hit like, hit subscribe. Watch another video. It really means a lot. And we'll see you next time. I'm the best at what I do. That what I do isn't very nice.